Guys, it's the end of summer, not the end of summer, but late summer. And my climbing roses have gotten a little wild. And I noticed it the other day when I came in to try and, pick up the ground cherry tomatoes, that my head's getting caught in it. And I'm going to have one right now because there's one on the ground. But anyhow, this is my iceberg rose. These are good, little sweet. And you can see all of these canes coming straight at me. So I do my final pruning, or my big pruning, late winter, early spring, but this is a late summer cleanup. And I can show you a really good example of, I lost a main stem in the winter last year, and I have found a new stem that looks pretty hardy that I'm going to use as a main stem, and I'm going to train it to let me clean this. This is a stem that's very weak. I was trying to, you can see how I was trying to use it as a main stem. I'm going to cut that right now. Get that out of my way. And this, I love this Roguchi. I'm not going to take the Roguchi clematis out. This sweet little clematis can get into this rose. But what I'm going to show you right here is this new stem that has come up this year. Let me get rid of this too. This is right in my face. Anything that's coming straight at me is going away. It is bothering me. So I'm going to cut these off.
Seems rather dramatic.
It is dramatic, but this is an iceberg climbing rose. It's
you got me.
Yeah, sorry. And it's very florific. This is its second, going on its third year, and it's a zone 5 through 9. It can handle 20 below zero, but we had that 30 below zero temperature last year. But this, you can see how weak this little piece is compared to this. So this is now going to become a main stem. I'm going to train it right here. And now you can see the main stem, and this is a lateral. And all your blooms bloom on a lateral branch. And this is a young one. I'm going to cut this back to about 3 to 4 or 5 inches just to get it out of my way. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and get another hook. I have one right here with a piece of wire rubber coated.
Yeah, we don't want to girdle it like
we don't want to girdle it like we did the tree. And
well, we didn't do the tree, but
we didn't do the tree. Let me take these off. I have to have these really heavy gloves on. When you work with roses, real heavy gloves are necessary. And so there, it's got plenty of room to move. But I need to put another hook right in here so that we can make it come around here, because I want it to take this around this fence. So I'm going to put it in the middle of this. Get a nice hole going here. Oh. Get that out of there. And then we'll put a nice little screw in there and get that tied up nice. And a little bit of editing. Again, this is just because it's in a spot that I'm still in with my garden. There's still tomatoes, there's peppers, and it's just a mess. So we'll put another piece of tie in here. Tie this right here. And hope next spring that we will see some nice lateral branching coming off of this branch. So I'm just going to get in here and do some trimming up, and then I'll save the rest for next summer. Let's get these off. And if you have a climbing rose, get in and do that. Oh, I should have brought my other pruners. I've also come down here. Oh, there we I don't want to hit your edge.
You come down here and what?
I will come down here and where's this? Ow, ow, ow.
Now, all of this growth that you're cutting,
yeah,
is just from this year?
Just from this year. That's all new growth. And you can see pretty little buds. I didn't spray my rose this year at all. We've had a lot of rain. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to take this out too. Oh, that's better. There. Let me get this little weak spindly one off of this. It's never going to produce anything off the main stem. Like that. Okay, I'm getting into this too much. And let me take that
one. Cut the wrong one.
Wrong one. That's okay.
You take that piece of trellis wood off of there while you're in there.
What, sweetie?
That piece of trellis wood that's hanging.
Oh.
Just pull that off.
I will. I'll put that nail down
Yeah,
right there.
You don't need it.
Yeah. So for now, that's probably all I'm going to do today because of the fact that I just wanted to get it out of my face, and I will save the rest for next winter. But that's good enough for me right now. All those other branches, I can see where I can tie one back in the back. I have some tie there. Anything that's going to the left, I want to keep. Let me take out. I say one thing and do another, guys. There's that. Yeah. So I'm going to use these two that are going to the left as a main branch. Cut these back so that these will be all lateral branches, and we'll cut that right to about there we go, right here. So those blooms will come out of those lateral branches. Oh, much better. And these, I don't know if we'll see any more flush. I fertilized these in June, and they flushed back. I'm going to clean out this. While you're cleaning out your plants, oh, there's a little, I don't want to get that. And I have kept, these are the seed heads from my larkspur. And I'm going to put these seeds, once I clean out these leaves from the rose. This is a columbine. And I'll put my seeds to my larkspur right there. But let's get these leaves out of here. Any disease leaves, and these won't go in my compost, that's for sure. Clean that up. And that's all I'm going to do so far. Where's my larkspur? I'm going to lay that right there. I'll come back, throw the seeds down in that soil, and hopefully they'll come back. But you can see, hopefully we'll get some lateral growth here, buds there, and we'll do a bigger cleanup next year. But at least I can get into my garden now a little bit. I see a nice tomato coming on. Okay, so that's my iceberg rose. I want to do something similar to the Zephyrin rose, which is on down in the garden. So I'm going to head that way with these tools. I'll meet you there. Hey guys, so this is my Zephyrin. I'm cutting my way into this plant. This was creating a lot of mess. I'm going to allow this. I'm going to cut this back. Right about, this has a leaf of 5. Get that piece out of there. These are hardy climbing roses. Oh my word. The best ever climbing roses. I'm going to allow that to do that.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it's going to go back there. Leave that like that. I might as well cut this back. Throw that out. And then the other thing I want to do, I want to get this off because here we go. I'm bringing this one. I want this branch right here. It's a nice, sturdy, new stem, and I'm going to tie it right to my nice trellis right here. I love it. Gloves have to come off. It's a prickly job. Someone has to do it. I might have to edit this part where I'm taking the gloves off and on. Let's get this tied up under this right here. I've already drilled a hole. Ow, 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 ow. Here we go. Good. Just support it lightly. And okay. The next thing I'm going to do, cut this piece back. I'm going to do this so I can get in to this upper post that I have already. I'm going to go ahead and cut that one back too. I'll lay that right there. Now I can get in up here, and I have put in another screw, and I want to tie this lovely branch up here. I'm going to love it. I want to go through this branch. Here we go. I got it now, guys. And because, oh, it looks so pretty. I was over on Carol's porch yesterday, and I looked down here, and Zephyr Druin draping across on her side. She loves it. So we'll just tie that up gently. Just like that. Easy peasy. Now I can get into here. And again, I'm not going to do, I could do a lot. You know, I could come in here and cut off. You go to a leaf of 5 and cut this back. If you want to take the time today and clean your roses up, get the uglies off.
Remember, I'm standing back.
Oh, sorry, Reg.
You just keep throwing things.
I do. But today's not the day I want to do all of this. I just wanted to get things out of my face, get things coming forward. And like I said, this winter, I'll get in here. This is just a sap. Crazy stuff in here. You don't need to see me doing the weeding part. Just the training of the rose back a little bit. And then as I've said, come end of winter, first of spring, I will cut all these lateral branches back to 3 to 4 inches, and they'll flush back out. Again, I don't spray my roses. I used to have an island bed of roses. Remember all those David Austin roses?
Yeah.
And I'm not that fussy gardener, so I took them out. They were nice for a couple years, but I'm not consistent with spraying. I've tried it, and I don't stay consistent. I like these roses because they're foolproof. And before we leave, if I could have an island bed of knockout roses, look at these, Reggie. I do nothing. They just bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom. Look at this. Just gorgeous. I love their double blooms.
It looks like they still got buds, and there's
they do. They just, no matter how, I mean, this is their second or third flush. And then, you know, come fall, 12 to 18 inches above the ground, you just chop them all off. Don't have to worry about 5 leaves. I mean, it's not a big deal. And I love that rose. So I only have 4. I mean, yeah, 4. And this is the other one, this sweet little Bonica shrub rose. I've had this how many years?
Probably 25 years.
I had 3.
Seriously, I think about 20, at least 20 years.
And again, look at this little sweet rose, and it's so fragrant, and it's sweet in a bud vase. But I don't do anything to it except fertilize it in the spring, and then after it has its first flush, and leave it alone. It never gets any bigger than that. It looks lovely in the front of the border. And those are simple little end of summer jobs to do that make it easier. Right. I know. And the cleanup.
You get so excited.
I do get excited.
You'll be out here for hours this afternoon. I just know it.
I know. Because I'm going to go back and clean up around underneath of that. Yeah. But the big part was just getting those things out of my face. And it looks so much better against the fence now. Look at that. You don't see those, particularly the Zephyr Druin. you don't notice so much about the iceberg, but the Zephyrin Druin, getting those out of your way, you can see its structure a little better,
Oh, it looks
and
a whole lot
it
better.
looks a whole lot better. Yeah. So there you have it. Get out there, check your roses. It's time to do a little cleanup. Things get ahead of us. Now that it's cooled off a little, I will clean all this up and feel good about it. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork, working in the roses today. So see you the next time. Bye. Cleanup looks great. Just thought I'd show you how much better everything looks when it's not hitting you in the face and the base is clean too. And Zephyrin Druin, much, much cleaner. You can actually see its bones. And I like seeing how the base is cleaned up, edited, ready for fall. Hopefully see a few more blooms. I did spend a little more time just keeping the pretty blooms on there. So get out. Late summer cleanup of your roses, the climbing roses especially.